Alright, welcome into the server, everybody. Welcome to day number, I think it's day number 12 of the BC Game Masters. I think, yeah, we got the, what is it, the quarterfinals going on here today. Gonna be the second round of matches today. AM versus CYBERSHOKE, starting here on Ancient, already into the game, already into the pistol round. Kills coming out in favor of CYBERSHOKE at the moment. Gonna be a 3v4 retake for the side of AM here. They've got no kit. Mokujin up here in Temple, gonna grab one as Glowing finds one on the other side of the A site. So now just QB all on his own with those dualies. Not much he can do. Should just be looking to save with those dualies, that armor, yeah. And the T is going to be exiting through A main here, so QB not going to find anyone. And that is going to be CYBERSHOKE starting off this series with that first round. But yeah, let's take a look. So yeah, map number 1 in this series, Ancient, going to be the pick of CYBERSHOKE. Next up, we're going to have Overpass picked by AM, and then should it be needed, we do have Dust 2 as that map 3 if necessary. This is the first match we got going on, and then also within this BC Game Masters, we've also got another matchup going on at the same time right now. Nemiga versus INOX division. I think Nemiga was the favorites in that one. But we're concerned about AM versus CYBERSHOKE. Gonna be fluffy to get the opener on all techs, as AM have forced up into this round. And now with those smokes going down over towards the A site and just Miltsy here. Not the most favorable situation. That nade though does find a lot of damage onto those T's, but the T's also finding that bomb site. Gonna be a little bit careful, but bomb's gonna be going down over there.
Bomb has been planted.
And AM not even interested in this retake, not even interested in causing damage, as they're just gonna sit over on the B site. Hold on to those pistols and that armor that they bought up. Want to be bringing that into the next round so they can try again. Blixie, he's close, he's over here, he's slowly walking up. Gonna find QB. So that's the MP9 drop. And now that the CYBERSHOKE knows where these CTs are saving at, Keto's done for. Yeah, Keto's gonna get found. However, his two teammates with those 5.7s hiding in cave, they are gonna live, but yeah, not bringing a whole lot into this next round here. And with that force, yeah, AM, we've seen it plenty times where the CT's able to buy up on that third round, but buying those pistols last round, yeah, not gonna be able to here. As smokes go down mid, but nobody's over here on either side really. A CYBERSHOKE, they collect over towards A main. Interested again in this A hit. All techs. He's close. Can hear these smokes coming out. Toss that molly out. Hold him back just a second, as one of his teammates comes over here to join him at this A site, but that CT position smoked out. Miltsy actually does grab one from site. So yeah, the CTs are coming over, but CYBERSHOKE being so careful to run out of this A main. Yeah, they've got the heavy artillery advantage, but they seem kind of scared, honestly. Double nade comes over towards A main. Does some good damage there. As Altex, he finds one, so Man advantage for AM Gaming, but bomb's going to be going down, and now with this retake they're going to have to do, the CTs, they actually grab a flurry of kills. So that is actually AM Gaming with those saved pistols and a few nades brought into this round. They are going to win on the eco. So CYBERSHOKE, they've got the Galils, all the utility they want, but it's not going to get them the round in the end. So yeah, AM, they get on the board. CYBERSHOKE still buy-in though. Red Room and Donut Smokes go out. So the CT's not at all in a position to defend mid here. So Mokujin, he's going to walk up. Miltzy, they're getting close to him. He's going to want to fall back a little bit. So yeah, there's 4 attackers now in mid. They're going to be walking up Red Room. Miltzy is about to meet them. Miltzy's going to grab 2 of them, but there's still 2 more. He's not expecting it. QB grabs one back though. And now Alpha in Red Room, spotted out with bomb. And his teammate Blixie so far away from him over on that B site. Blixie not looking the right way, but neither is QB. And now Alpha going to be able to walk over to this B site. CYBERSHOKE, they're scared that someone is still here, and it's going to be Keto and Cave. Alpha spots the barrel. Keto grabs one, but just the one. So now CYBERSHOKE, or sorry, Alpha all by himself, 50 HP in this 1v2. Grabs one head, but it is just the one. Gonna be Altex getting that final kill, getting AM their second with that tiny retake. Oop, turn the mic volume all the way down. Whoops. Round number 5 here. CYBERSHOKE on this odd force buy. They've got all of their players over towards A. Meanwhile, it's just Lumi here with this op. Spots one, but now they're going to be pushing out. That Molly doesn't go where he wants it to. He's got to fall back to CT. But now Altex grabs 2 from Donut as Lumi back in towards CT. Leaves Glowing all by himself. Glowing gonna hit a nice dig, but it's just the one shot, just the one kill for those attackers. So, dude, I was scared for Lumi for just a second. Everybody in A main and just him alone on that A site, but no. The defense comes in quick. They help out Lumi. CYBERSHOKE just grabbing the one kill. As AM win the round, and now in this next round here, absolutely nothing for CYBERSHOKE to work with really, so they've got just these digs. Alpha already catching some early round damage, but Fluffy, this time they do find Lumi over on A site, so that is the man advantage. But also the op dropped over. Now Glowing, he finds a dig himself. 5v3 here. Miltzy, bit ballsy, but he's going to rush in and stop the plant. But Mokujin grabs him back. Now Altex, he's close. Alpha, hiding behind that little brick. Grabs him. Now it's just QB all by himself. Probably looking to just slip out of here. Yeah, Alpha's going to run up on him. Take him down. So, AM Gaming, they won a force round just a few rounds ago, but now it's CYBERSHOKE with the full deagle buy, grabbing one of their own, tying it up at 3. And now, going to be getting the timeout over on the side of CYBERSHOKE. While we've got that timeout going on, I think we should just bring up, yeah, this is the second grouping of quarterfinals in the BC Game Masters. We did have 2 matches earlier today in this series. We had Alliance versus Nuclear Tigers, and then Bedem versus Valchaki. In that first series, Alliance versus Nuclear Tigers. Nuclear Tigers pulled off an upset, a big 2-0 for them. So Alliance, one of the favorites in this event, get booted out. The other game we had, Bedem versus Valchaki. It was Valchaki to beat Bedem. Yeah, I would also, okay, that's not really an upset, but that's what we had going on earlier in the day. Back into the match at hand, though. QB finds the opener, but then Glowing brings them back. And now the B site is lost. AM starting to fall back already. Have they already called the save? It does look that way.
Bomb has been planted.
Yep, it is the save call. AM not interested. They say, yeah, CYBERSHOKE, you can have this one. We'll get you the next one. Hopefully, maybe, hopefully. Everybody in this round should be surviving. Alpha, he's got just 5 HP, but that far away, he should survive the explosion. Yep. So, CYBERSHOKE moving back into the lead. 4-3. Meanwhile, on AM, moving their money around, tossing some guns around. They do get the M4 on Miltzy, and they do get a FAMAS on QB, so a respectable buy this round coming out of AM off of those saved rifles. And now CYBERSHOKE with this early B presence over here. Looks like they kind of want to just walk up ramp, play contact. Not going to see anybody on the site. Actually, no, I say that. Keto, he's close. He gets burned out by that molly. And now again, that is the B site lost. QB is still here in cave, but he's smoked out for the time being as bomb goes down. So he can't really contest it. They do still suspect that somebody is in here, so rough position for QB as, yeah, his teammates have fallen back yet again to save. Maybe if he had a kit, he could try some last second defuse, but yeah, no kit for QB. Yeah, dude. Oh man, QB, he really could have had that defuse if he just had a kit. If he just had one.
Terrorists win.
But that's going to be CYBERSHOKE with their 5th. Now we're getting another timeout, this time on the side of AM. at round number 9 here. AM. They've still got full rifles. As this time, they look to get aggressive in mid. They are going to find Glowing, who is standing, just on the edge of that smoke. So early advantage for AM. It's brought immediately back as they run onto the A site. There's still Miltsy and Donut here, but now with this smoke, it's gonna be very tough for him to contest this this A site. And it looks like, they may not even want to do that. As Miltsy falls back a little bit, QB. Yeah, QB can't see through that fire. Fluffy though, from that far away. The op is gonna find him, leaving Miltsy all alone in the 1v3. Which he should likely be saving. But now with bomb finally going down, it did provide ample time for Miltsy to work with, but he's not looking the right way as Blixie re-clearing Donut there. Gonna spot him first, gonna take him out. CYBERSHOKE with their 6th. Let's take a look at the stats, because this isn't the end of the world for AM. Ancient is the pick of CYBERSHOKE. CYBERSHOKE also the favorites in this series, I believe. I think I saw. But yeah, this map heavily favored for CYBERSHOKE. Keto grabs just one. So we've got the 4v4 here. And that is a gun recovered for AM. Glowing grabs one, but nobody's looking at Lumi on ramp, so very quick to equalize. As now these T's are collected over towards B. Miltsy tapping one down. He's gonna find Glowing. Now those last 2 T's gonna run up on A. Lumi, that's as close as he can get for right now.
Bomb has been planted.
Alpha, he's in Jaguar. A weird peek as Altex does find him. He also finds the opera of Fluffy, so this is I think the third force round. We've seen one in this map so far. This time, again, going to be in the favor of AM. Is that they pick up the round. I think they had, just like 1 or 2 rifles there, the rest pistols. Going to work out for them. But no big sweat for CYBERSHOKE. They've got money for days. Now, second to last round of this first half. Heavy presence from AM over on mid. In mid, it's going to be equal trades, but Lumi finds 2 over at the A site. Miltsy going to grab another, leaving Alpha all on his own over on A. And it seems like the defenders know where he's at, so I mean, Alpha, he should be attempting this, or at least causing as much damage as he can, because, CYBERSHOKE, they've got plenty of money to work with for the last round. 7K on Alpha, you can see right there. So, he's going to play this one out. But nobody on this defense wants to give themselves up. So now Alpha just happy to go on this super slow, super long rotate over to B. As AM playing this super passive, don't want to give themselves up. And for right now, they're just really giving up this B site. AM thinking, hey, let's just stick together as best we can. Should he go B? Yeah, we've got this easy 1v3. Now Alpha, yeah. 10 seconds left. He's got to get on that B site. He's got to have to plant. And now QB, he's walking over here. They're going to get the info. Alpha faking it out. Still going to get that bomb down. So now, yeah, 1v3 for him. Not very likely, but everybody's coming from the same position. Can't even grab one. So, AM. Super easy, super successful. 3v1 right there for them as they bring it to 5. Just one round between the two as we enter this this last round of the first half. AM again with his heavy presence over in mid. Fluffy, he's staring down the smoke. Altex gonna blow it open. Gonna grab the opper. So 5v5 quickly turned into a 4v4. CYBERSHOKE. We've got 2 players over in cave. Lumi's gonna peek in, gonna grab one, gonna grab the second. Very nice shot from him. These last 2 players of CYBERSHOKE, they were coming over to join their teammates in cave, but both those cave players deleted. Glowing with the boost, he is gonna grab one on the op. Meanwhile, Lumi grabs another, so he's on 3 in this round. Altex sitting, chilling down there in mid. As Mokujin, the last player alive, gonna run over right into him. So that is AM tying it up here at the half. 6-6 as we switch sides now. And I'd say that's a little bit concerning. A little bit concerning for CYBERSHOKE. As yeah, Ancient is their map pick. But when we look at the side win rates on each side, for AM, they've got a 53% on CT and a flat 50 on T. Looking over at CYBERSHOKE, 54% on CT, but a 62% T win rate. They're a way better T team than a CT team, and getting only 6 at the half. A little bit concerning for CYBERSHOKE, but maybe they can bring it back in this pistol. We've got to see. AM. They had themselves spotted over at that A main. They fall back, but now CYBERSHOKE has pushed out of A main. So yeah, they know this hit is not coming A unless they somehow, you know, slunk through donut or whatever, but that's not the case. So now all these defenders collecting over here at this B site. Mokujin gonna spot one down the long corridor. Gonna grab the opener. And now AM, they're all just basically trapped here. These dualies right around the corner. And AM just running into the meat grinder. Gonna get shredded by those dualies and by that USP of Mokujin. So CYBERSHOKE gonna be grabbing their 7th round, taking the lead back as they pick up this 2nd round pistol. And with no bomb plant there, AM, they've got nothing, no money to work with here, so they should be full saving for that 3rd round. Get those guns next round, but this is just a full Glock play coming out here for them. As everybody sitting right outside elbow. Keto lining up a flash. I don't think this is gonna work out for them. Glowing grabs 2 before he goes down, so at least they get the kill, but now the long range MP9 coming in. Gonna farm some money, gonna close it out easy for those defenders. But now AM, with that money, they are gonna be buying in with these rifles. 4 AKs, just 1 Galil. As now we finally get a look at what T-side strats they've got on this ancient here. CYBERSHOKE, lots of players in towards mid. These flashes gonna come out. So Keto, he's trying to fight, but the flashes are just way too much. Blixie gonna take the advantage for his team. Now AM, they are split up. CYBERSHOKE gonna redistribute that mid presence. As those smokes fade. Gotta fall back a bit. So AM gonna have to pug this out a little bit. Gonna try to pick up a kill, but yeah, they've got to recollect themselves. Gonna be moving in, collecting over towards mid, but Alpha right here in cave. Suspects they're coming to him, which is half true. Got this fight over in cave. QB, I don't know if he saw him. But yeah, Alpha, he's stuck in this corner here. Alpha does find the kill on QB as Blixie finds his teammate outside of cave. Meanwhile, Altex, they line up for him. Grabs a fast 2K. But he should know that Blixie is still here over towards this B site. Doesn't fully clear the corner. Altex spots the barrel now. Last player, Mokujin, he's close to him, but Altex, he doesn't know. Hears him running out, but mid-plant. Just too much to Altex, for Altex to recover from. Pull out that gun, can't happen in time. So, nice attempt from Altex. Nearly the 1v4, but Mokujin just runs him down on the plant. CYBERSHOKE getting up on 9 now. And now AM can only afford these techs. If they did get the bomb down, they would have been able to buy back in, but just not enough here. See if these techs are capable of anything as everybody collects towards elbow. It's just glowing here with this M4 to deal with it. He's going to slide into a safer position back over towards Donut. AM, not very interested in Donut. As they put that smoke down. Also put this CT smoke down. Now Alpha, he's just sitting in the smoke. He's just going to let them run past, but they don't suspect it. That's going to allow him to grab 2. But now everybody just we got a clusterfuck on this smoke. The attackers, they do get through. Glowing spots out Keto right before that smoke looms. Now Lumi, he grabs one back, so we've got this weird 1v1. The tech versus the M4. Lumi, he shoulder peeks it, but just gets spotted out slightly. So again, a round that should have been in CYBERSHOKE's control coming down to the wire. A fun strat, a goofy strat. Running through red room over to B. It almost works out for the attackers. AM though, with that loss bonus, they are back on the buy. This time though, CYBERSHOKE again with that heavy mid presence, but those flashes coming out all working in favor of AM as they wipe mid clean of those defenders. And now AM, they're grouping up over towards B. Bad news is that's where the last 2 defenders are. Alpha posted up in that close corner. So he's going to be hearing that jump. He's going to peek out. Now, yeah, he's cornered. That's a rough position for him. So now just QB on this B site. Only able to grab one with that op. So AM going to be collecting their first T round. And now, even though CYBERSHOKE had won 3 in a row, their money is in a tough spot here. Looks like, yeah, they want to force in. Which, yeah, not the worst decision, given how many, you know, force round wins we've already seen in this series. 3 pistols, 1 scout, 1 FAMAS. It is those pistol defenders over towards the B site. AM grouped up outside A main here. And the only one that is, you know, directly available to deal with it is that 1 scout of Fluffy in Donut. So yeah, these A smokes, they come out. Glowing, he's gonna walk up. Actually, no, he's not. He's gonna fall back, but gonna get the bomb going down. Glowing can't find the lineup through the smoke, so now we're sitting in a 5v5. How interested are CYBERSHOKE in this? Walking through Temple. Trades go 1-1. But Miltsy, full flashed, grabs some back. And now, yeah, that's going to be those CTs walking out of here. So AM grabbing another round on this T side. Going to be posting themselves up on 8. As Keto running around, going to take down that 1 scout. So a good find from him, disallowing that save. And still no money for CYBERSHOKE to work with here. These defenders, these pistols, 4 of them grouping up in cave. Keto is going to find it out. Grab just 1 kill before he loses the MAC-10, but now, with that info given up, they know, hey, Max 1 player over here at this A site. They are just going to run Mokujin down. Lixie gets bold, runs through that smoke, stops the bomb plant, but that is all that they are going to get done in this round here. The other series in this event that we have going on right now, Nemiga versus INOX Division. Nemiga just won map 1, 13-7, which was the map pick of INOX Division, so they are sitting in a very good position right now. But back to this game at hand. CYBERSHOKE, they've got a 2-1-2 split here, but now, yeah, the defenders realize, and there's nobody in mid, they're gonna pull their defense over towards that B side as AM push in. That's 2 kills going in favor of AM though, and now Alpha, that 3rd player that was over at B, he's looking to get out with his life. Yeah, Glowing finds the lurk, but even picking up that lurk, that is CYBERSHOKE not at all interested in this retake. Gonna be falling back over towards that A site. Hold on to all these rifles that they can. And AM, they do not look very interested at all in hunting here. The bomb is going to go off here, and that is going to be AM tying this series up, or tying this map up at 10-10. Now looking at those defenders, yep, they do have the money, so those two teammates that went down, they are going to be dropping them over. So it is going to be the full rifle buy for the defenders, but with that, that is now 4 rounds in a row for AM Gaming here. Keeping it dicey on the map pick of CYBERSHOKE. Lots of nades exchanged over in mid. It's all working out for CYBERSHOKE as Mokujin finds them both. Flashed through the smoke. QB gonna try to bring it back for his team, but he just goes down. Another player lost to Mokujin. Altex though is able to find one, but this is still just a rough position for these attackers, especially as Mokujin spots him out, gets that info. AM not very likely to win this round here, but there's still a full minute for them to work with, so it's not like they can easily just say GG, go next. They've got to play it out. They are going to be walking up towards Donut. The A player is low. He's going to smoke him out though. Altex walks up on top of that smoke, so bomb can go down, and it is going to. So going to be 2 players coming in through CT, but do they expect the A main player? Do they expect Blixie here? Is the big question. AM, they do have the nice post plant though. That super cheap donut post plant. Oh, but with the smoke going down, that makes it so much more difficult. Altex does grab one, but time starting to tick low. Ooh, Alpha does get the kill. Can they find the defuse? Okay, they picked up a kit. They picked up a kit. Dude, nearly. That had me so scared for a second. Like, why are they not hopping on the defuse, bro? Time is so low. They've got no kit. They got to get on it. But one of those CTs did drop a kit on site, so CYBERSHOKE just looking to grab it super quick. They pull it out, luckily. But that just very narrowly, they're able to win that out. What was a 2v4 situation, they win just by the skin of their teeth. AM right back into this with the buy. Lumi staring in that smoke. It's going to get blown open. Can't grab the kill. These early round trades going in favor of those defenders, so 4-3 for them. Or no, 4-2. I missed one. So yeah, just like last round. A quick 4v2. And again, these defenders, they've got more than a minute. Sorry, these attackers have more than a minute. So again, they can't easily save. They will again have to play it out. Alpha, they are on the other side of those B doors. But he's got the re-smoke. Just sitting and waiting for it to fade. But Alpha, he's falling back to this B side with his teammate. Still, AM gonna walk up, but they might just be walking into the op. That's what Miltsy does. Now Fluffy takes a lot of damage, but it's gonna be his teammate Alpha to bail him out. So that is gonna be CYBERSHOKE here, up on map point, on Ancient. Which again, like I said earlier, it's not the end of the world if AM do lose Ancient. This is the pick of CYBERSHOKE. They've put up a very good fight on it, and I think map 2 was Overpass, which is, I don't think That's a map. Yeah, that's not a map that CyberShoke really play. Fluffy grabs the opener on Miltsy. But yeah, map 2, Overpass, AM. It's not one that they play a whole lot, but the times they have played it, they have a pretty solid record on it, whereas, yeah, CyberShoke, Overpass is just not a map that they play. So yeah, just looking at those numbers, not the end of the world for CyberShoke to win this map here. AM, within this round, Keto, he's posted up over on Red Room, waiting for the flank, waiting for the rotate, as the rest of his teammates are over towards this B site. Bad news for them, though, is that 3 of the 4 defenders are over here. 1 on site, 2 in Jaguar right now. They are going to grab that site player as those players push out of Jaguar, looking to wrap them. So the B site is free now. Keto, is he going to grab this rotate? Mokujin, he checks it, but not fully. Meanwhile, Alpha has collected 2 over on the B site, so now it's just Keto. The bomb is being defused, and Keto, he's not in a good position to defend this. Tries to throw that nade out, it sails too far, tries to spam through the wall. Can't get the lineup. So that is AM pulling off the retake and taking map 1 of Ancient, their map pick, 13-10. Gonna give them the 1-0 lead in this series. And again, like I just said, not the end of the world for AM. They did put up a very good fight. They did start to make that comeback. But it is going to be, yeah, CyberShoke taking that first one. Next up, though, we do have Overpass. Alright, welcome back guys to map 2 of this series between AM Gaming and CYBERSHOKE. We're going to be starting on Overpass now. We've got CYBERSHOKE over on that CT side, AM on the T side. Let me turn the volume back up. There we go. So, CYBERSHOKE early in this round, Fluffy, he went over, took a peek at Fountain, didn't see anybody, so he's going to fall back. CYBERSHOKE with this B defense stack, glowing, jumping over, trying to spot it. But AM Gaming, yeah, they're a bit split up right now. QB over towards bathroom, but the rest of his team over on B. And now that smoke is going to come out. As Milty runs up, two defenders around that pillar though. The flash, good timing for them. As Mokujin does grab two. Altex pulls one back, but just temporarily. So now Keto, all by himself, tries to escape to Monster, but now he's cornered by Mokujin, who is going to get the kill, get the headshot on him. So CYBERSHOKE getting the first round on Overpass. No bomb plant in that round, just clean kills. So AM, no extra money injection for them. Gonna just be the full Glock save here. Everybody running over towards long, so they're looking to get this round over pretty quick. Yeah, going straight through long. Maybe they can get onto site, but all those footsteps gonna be heard out now, so we can already see Alpha rotating up through CT. Now AM, they slow it down, but running out onto that site. Glocks do grab one kill, but it is just the one kill as the rest of them do get mowed down. So a second now for CYBERSHOKE on this this map number 2 here. You can see those odds up at the top, and that's gotta be for just map 2, because in the series those are insane odds. Let's see. Okay, yeah, checking the market now. Yeah, definitely much more in line with the map 2 odds versus the whole series odds. Because man, at that point, like, if they're offering you those odds for CYBERSHOKE, man, that's crazy, crazy work. Into this round though, round number 3, AM, they are going to be bringing out those rifles. QB not spotting anything yet over at Monster. CYBERSHOKE looking in towards water, getting this info play. And now with that water push, Alpha rotating back to the A site. Altex does grab the opener. So yeah, CYBERSHOKE early collected towards A, but now with that kill they're gonna reevaluate. Fluffy walking up long. He did spot Milty, but yeah, Milty not ready for it. He is gonna go down as AM moving over to water. Two defenders on B here, but Fluffy quickly joining them. 25 seconds. AM trying to walk up con, but into glowing. Now 20 seconds left. These T's, they gotta move fast. Glowing able to find another and the dink. Trying to run up on this A site. Lumi grabs one. Time is running so low now. Keto fakes it out, but can't find the head. Comes down to those last few seconds, but CYBERSHOKE grabbing their third, and now off that AM. Going to be taking this time out here. A very early timeout to take, because like all that's really happened in this map so far is like, okay, you lost pistol round, You lose the second round, which, you know, you just had a full Glock buy. Of course you're going to lose that. And now, losing the first rifle round, already a timeout. Interesting. AM, they're going for just these pistols here. They're going to have that very full, very healthy buy in the next round, though. Keto does find a kill. CYBERSHOKE grab 2 back though. Blixie finds 2 more, so just Lumi now. He can recover that M4, but Lumi, long range Tech 9 does work out for him, but he's gonna go down. So honestly, not a bad round from AM there, grabbing 3 kills, making it a little bit expensive for CYBERSHOKE. Not a bad round out of them. And now, yeah, they are going to be coming into this next round with these rifles. Hello? There we go. Keto spotting CYBERSHOKE as they try to go for that boost over on that B site. Can't connect the shots though. Oh, Fluffy just walking up Con with the op, and now these other 2 CTs are gonna push in, sandwich these attackers. They're gonna find 2 more kills, as Lumi only able to bring 1 back. And now AM put in this 2v4 situation with that bomb dropped in water. This is a lost round, but there's still just so much time left on the clock. Miltsy gonna try to make anything happen in Con. He's scared that they're close, but man, everybody's in water now. Mokujin looking for it. Does a lot of damage, not the kill though. Lumi gonna finish it off, but now he's giving up his position. 30 seconds left. His objective gonna be switching from winning the round to just staying alive, and Alpha is already hunting for him. Ten seconds now as Alpha gets closer and closer to him. Gonna peek around into playground. Alpha, he's running, his footsteps heard. Gonna spam through that playground, but Lumi gonna find that shot, gonna keep himself alive, gonna keep that op alive. So they will have this op to play with in the next round, but yeah, do AM want to force into this? Because with 3k they could absolutely do a Galil buy or something like that, but looks like they're gonna opt for just the pistols here. Figuring, yeah, they're not super likely to win this round, but at least next round they'll have that full buy that they want. Fluffy, he flubbed that molly at the start there, so AM allowed to just walk out without taking damage. As Altex moves up Con. Meanwhile, those defenders, Fluffy with that op, falls back to A site. Calls for one of his teammates to join him. And yeah, now just realizing, yeah, Mokujin, he's posted up in water. They have not seen or heard anything at B, so they're going to rotate another defender up to this A site. Actually, yeah, now they've got 4 defenders over at A. There's just Mokujin on B now. In water. If they could run out Khan, if they expect him here, this could be a tough situation for CYBERSHOKE. They are going to find Mokujin, and now the B site could have been free if they ran onto it fast, but now AM, they put on the brakes. They are again interested in that A site as that smoke sails over. Glowing does rotate back, so now the defenders again split between these two sites. As AM, 15 seconds left, they're looking to run up now. Keto grabs one, but the kills, it's not so much about the kills, it's more so just about the time. 5 seconds left. Actually, Keto and Lumi, with those picked up ops, they are going to find the kills. So AM, just barely going to win out the round, get their first on Overpass, their first round on their own map pick, being won by that saved op and those pistols. Going to be AM Gaming. Also already calling their second timeout of this map, so we're only 6 rounds in, but AM have used 2 of their 3 timeouts. Gotta wonder what they're discussing right now. Time ticking down in this freeze time here. Even though they've won 5 in a row, money already a little bit shoddy for CYBERSHOKE. Gotta settle for the FAMASes. 1 MP9, light on nades. If they do lose this round, it's gonna be a rough buy for the defenders in the next one. Probably gonna have to save. Meanwhile, AM Gaming, not interested in B so far this round. While those defenders now, those CTs, they're going to be walking up into water. They're getting the info that it's probably not B. Altex going to jump up, going to grab Glowing on the kill, but now those CTs with that water push, Blixie going to find him in Khan. Yo, hello? Clean feed? You good? You having issues? AM. They split up momentarily, but now they are grouping back up over towards that A site, over towards that long. Time's starting to run low now. Fluffy, he's over here with the op, gonna grab the pick on Lumi. Now just 20 seconds left. They gotta make this hit now for the sake of time, but also that rotate from CYBERSHOKE is coming out. Fluffy, sitting over at that truck, he's gonna grab another kill. And gonna find the damage. His teammates find those last 2 kills. So AM Gaming winning a round they shouldn't have won, but then CYBERSHOKE with a very fast response, getting their 6th, making it 6-1. Yeah, this is starting to really not look good for CYBERSHOKE now. For AM rather. Their strat though within this round, Hero AK on Keto, pistols on everybody else. Some nades flying over towards that B site. And Keto on the boost, gonna grab Blixie. So that's one taken down. But now that op is rotating in over from A. So AM, gonna want to slow it down. Meanwhile, over at long, CT pushing up. Lumi is gonna spot that long push. And now glowing, he's scared, he's gonna fall back. He's gonna find Miltzy on his way back to that A site too. Mokujin spotting just one out over at Monster. Also gonna fall back. It's now AM. These last three players gonna be pushing in while CYBERSHOKE push into water. If they suspect this, they could plant on the other side of pillar. Be safe to that water position, but man, oh, QB was looking the right way for just a second. Gonna fall, but bomb goes down. And now AM, they're making this aggression over towards CT, but Fluffy, so smart, he's already expecting it. Lumi just walks into it. Does he suspect the second player? He does not, so now it's all Tex. He's gonna pick up that op. He's just gonna concede the round. Bomb not planted for him. So, I mean, I was gonna say not a bad round for AM. I mean, if they bought nothing in that round, yeah, that'd be a fantastic round. But for the Hero AK buy, I don't know if that's a good round out of them or not. In this round though, with that bomb plant, plenty of money for them to work with. Gonna be getting those full AKs, full nades. Yes, sir. I am doing the live commentary now. I still want videos to be the main focus of the channel. I'm still working on videos, trust me. This is just something I've wanted to do for a long time, so we're gonna be doing this every once in a while for for events that I can get streaming permissions for. So we've got perms for the BC Game Masters. We've also got perms for the Conquest of Prague series. They've got the LAN finals in like I think 2 weeks now, so we'll be streaming that in 2 weeks. But yeah, we'll be doing some live commentary on the channel, even though yeah, the main focus of the channel is still videos. So yeah, just something on the side. Within this round though, 2 more kills coming out for the side of CYBERSHOKE. So all Tex and Lumi again left in a tough situation. 30 seconds left, so they're kind of at that point now where they could decide to make a hit or just save. These nades coming out, it looks like they do want to attempt this hit. Bad news is that there's 3 defenders on this B site. Mokujin has been so good in this series thus far, as he and Blixie find those last 2 kills, extend CYBERSHOKE's lead to 7. Hell yeah, man, hell yeah. The video I've got right now, I'd say I'm maybe like I don't know if I want to say 70, but probably around like 70% done with it. I've still got to write and record one last section of it. Some of the current sections in the video, like I'm fully done with. Some other ones I still got a lot of work to do. So hopefully I can get that done by sometime last week or next week. That would be fantastic. There is a video I would like to have put out before the major, but because of just timing, how relevant it'd be to the major, but honestly I don't think it's likely to happen, so maybe it'll have to wait. It'll have to be saved for next major. We'll see. Fluffy peeking out towards long, but Lumi already on the angle. Gonna take him out and grab that rare opening kill for AM. Now glowing. Trying to find one through the smoke. Does damage. As the 1-for-1 trade comes out, Lumi gets another one in favor of his team. But now these two CTs over at Dumpster. Just Mokujin all by himself now. He's sitting at 11-2 on this map, but I don't think he's likely to win it. He doesn't think so either, so he's just going to be walking out. He's just going to be pulling out of this round. Hang on to that AK. So this is going to be AM doubling their kills, or sorry, doubling their rounds in this map from 1 to 2. So not a very close game going on over here. Meanwhile, in the other series we've got right now in the BC Game Masters, Nemiga versus INOX Division. It was Nemiga to win map 1, but now on map 2, INOX, they have the lead 5-7 at the half, so we might see a map 3 coming out in this series, or in that series, but within this one here, within CYBERSHOKE and AM is just not putting up the performance that you would expect of them on their own map pick. They did put up a surprisingly good performance on that map 1, which was CYBERSHOKE's pick, but they're not showing much at all on their own. AM, fast control of connector. Altex walking up, completely clearing it. And CYBERSHOKE, I think that was Alpha jump spotting over on B. Doesn't see anybody in water, so he's going to be moving over. And now, especially with glowing finding that kill through the smoke, that should be forecasting that this AM want to be hitting this A site. Altex going to grab the equalizer. Glowing tries to grab a second. Does a lot of damage, but Alpha finds the kill. And now Lumi finds one on A as well. Just Mokujin here now. Gonna grab the kill. Lumi, he's walking up, but it's Blixie from the rotate. So now just Mokujin on this site. Keto, all alone. Bomb is down, so he can't plant it. Has to peek into Blixie, but Blixie's gonna get the kill, putting them on their 9th. Man, that's a tough round to lose there if you're AM. It's now just coming into this last round. 9-2. AM down by 7. They're going to need some sort of monumental comeback if they want to stay alive in this event. If they want to advance to those semifinals. Right now with their current position, yeah, they've secured themselves, 2,000 in prize money. Whoever wins this series, though, they secure at least 5,000, so a lot of difference if they can stay alive. But Altex, he can't do that. Opening kill going in favor of CYBERSHOKE. And now these defenders trying to look over, trying to jump in towards water. They're not going to see anybody on this jump spot though, but QB is hiding in this corner. But yeah, Alpha, the one who was jump spotting into water, him not seeing anybody, is going to rotate himself off. As AM, they do move back in here towards this B site. So, good news for them. Only 2 defenders here to deal with. They're just walking in. Contact is going to be made over at barrels. Blixie going to grab the opener from that barrel position. Mokujin traded out. But now the CT rotate is here. Just QB. 15 seconds left. Grabs just one. Grabs another, but still. It's going to be too little, too late. As CYBERSHOKE, they win that last round of the half. So 10-2. AM Gaming win 2-1. I do admire, I do appreciate your optimism, but I do not think that that is very likely in this series, bro. Yep, absolutely brutal first half. And this is AM's map pick too. Like on map 1, like we had Ancient, I think it was 6-6 at the half. Like AM was performing very well on Ancient. Very respectable half. But man, they can't just get anything going on this side. Kills in favor of CYBERSHOKE. Keto does grab one over on A, and they didn't find Lumi and Khan, so maybe they don't expect to rotate just yet. But yeah, Lumi still on this flank. Keto, oh man, Keto gets around the corner, but he gets spotted out. Mokujin just walking up behind him. Keto, he's clueless. Mokujin gonna find Keto, so now just Lumi with these dualies. They're gonna try to sandwich him. Mokujin over at truck, gonna grab him. Put CYBERSHOKE on their 11th. AM. Absolutely nothing going for them on Overpass here. And they're gonna have to force in. They can't just concede that 12th round to CYBERSHOKE. Yeah, it kind of is looking like it's donezo. I mean, good news is that they do have water control. So they do have that info at the very least. So yeah, they make the rotate up to A. I guess that's something good for them here, but that's really it. Everybody just kind of standing still right now. QB is close with that UMP over at bathrooms. Haven't seen a UMP in forever. All techs in this corner. Are they going to expect him? They are not. So all techs grabbing 2 with that MP9. Giving themselves the advantage. And then all techs picking up that Galil. Going to find those last 2. So incredible work out of all techs that round. Making it happen with that MP9. All because, yeah, they don't fully check that corner. Great work out of him. Gonna give AM their 3rd round. And now CYBERSHOKE gonna be stuck on just those deagles, which should be good news for AM, but thinking back to Ancient, there was one round similar to this where, yeah, CYBERSHOKE full deagles ended up winning the round versus a bye. So far, those early kills going in favor of AM. But still, CYBERSHOKE picking up 1 deeg there. Does make you a little bit scared. And yeah, Mokujin, he grabs 1 as well. So now we're 3v3. B bomb site given up. Mokujin grabs another with that deagle. This is what I was just talking about, man. Okay, it's finally brought back. Finally equalized. But these long-range deeks, though, could be scary. So yeah, they're gonna say, yeah, forget heaven. We'll walk out graffiti. Walk out together. Blixie spots it out. Lumi. Gonna find both of them, so it gets dicey. It gets scary for AM there. Those Deegs, especially the one of Mokujin, doing big work in that round, but AM still walking away with the round. This round though, CYBERSHOKE, they've got just one P250, but beyond that, full Glocks. Everybody over here towards B. And yeah, those T's just catching that HE right there. Flash comes over, just like that. Keto melts him. 4 kills for him. The help from Miltsy as he grabs one. But yeah, just like that, round instantly won for AM. And yeah, clean feed, come on. Really hoping that's not me, hoping that's the clean feed. Alright, CYBERSHOKE, they are on the buy here. Fluffy doesn't have a gun. Where's Fluffy's gun? Chaos going on over towards B. In favor of AM though. But that's just for a second as Fluffy does grab one. And now you have a 2v2 here. Heavy HP advantage for AM. But Lumi, that does worry me. Him being so tunnel visioned with that up. And now, yeah, it's QB falling back over to A. CYBERSHOKE just slowing it down. They were on B, but yeah, now they're pulling out. Are they actually going to make the rotate over to A, or are they just going to pull back for a minute, let AM play their own mind games? But yeah, with time ticking down now, it's going to have to be this B hit for the T's here. Lumi, if he does make it back down to heaven, he could throw those nades in. Now 10 seconds left. Yeah, we're going to be making this this play on the B site. That nade comes out. Yep, it blows up Alpha. Because yeah, even though it was a 2v2 there, both those players on CYBERSHOKE, I think one of them had like 50 HP, the other just something teen HP. So yeah, 2v2, but still heavy advantage for those defenders as they pick up the round. But that bomb plant there though, that cash injection, gonna allow CYBERSHOKE to buy in here. So yeah, even with that round win, not gonna be the easy conversion in the next one. Lots of fire across the map to start it off. Force everybody to slow down. QB wants to make this play in towards Khan. Doesn't find the timing. CYBERSHOKE slowly aggressing up long here. AM not really in position to deal with this, but QB was over at A site. He has walked up into this long corner now. Looks like he wants to fight it, but Glowing is still watching it though. Yeah, QB aggresses further as Glowing falls back, so who's going to find the timing here on this long push? Still, QB not spotting anybody. Meanwhile, Fluffy does pick out that Opera over on the A side, so QB, his position's so important here now. Spots him going down Con. They're all caught out. He's going to grab two. Meanwhile, his defenders over on A going to grab two of their own. QB, it looked like just the timing was screwing him over there, but in the end it works out perfectly for him as his teammates are able to hit those shots too. Had me scared, but it all works out for them. AM, they were 8 rounds behind now. Now it's only 4. And now CYBERSHOKE forced onto these pistols, making it likely that AM reduces that deficit. These T's here, walking up towards bathroom. Lumi, yeah, tough situation for him. Thank goodness he falls back. That Molly goes out. These T's already out of bathrooms. Lumi grabs 1 as QB grabs 3. Now just Alpha, looking to make anything happen with that tech. The bullets not landing as Lumi closes it out. So now this was looking just absolutely awful for AM. Like, yeah, 11-2. Now it's 11-8. If you were just tuning in now, you'd have no idea that this was an absolute stomp coming out of CYBERSHOKE. As AM, they're so close to equalizing it now. CYBERSHOKE back on the buy. They've got these AKs to work with. Lumi dancing around that smoke. He has got a slight angle onto Fountain. Spots out the player but can't hit the shot. QB scared that they're over at party, but no, they're coming up long. Coming up connector as well. Blixie jumps up, throws him off a tiny bit. So Blixie's gonna fall. And now QB getting that pick. He's able to run out Con, help out his teammate. Glowing tries to run up on him. Just a tad too slow. That smoke flies out over towards A. Miltsy grabs one over at B. As yeah, it was looking like CYBERSHOKE wanted to rotate back over towards B. Fluffy does grab one, but his teammate goes down on the other side of the map. As yeah, Fluffy's running up. Just Glowing now. 30 seconds left. Hiding behind those wood panels. Does grab one before Altex finds him. So now 9-11. AM back by just 2. This 11-2 scoreline turning into 11-9. CYBERSHOKE is scared. They're finally going to call that timeout. They have got to put a stop to this comeback. because it really is one of those, you know, blink and you'll miss it type situations. We've got this comeback happening in this game. Meanwhile, in the other game, Nemiga versus INOX. Nemiga, they won map 1. However, INOX Division, they just won map 2, so that series is going to be going to a map 3. Going to be on Overpass once they come back from that. Back to this game, though. CYBERSHOKE force onto the eco. But again, we have seen a number of eco, a number of force buy round wins already in this series, so while it's likely for AM, it is not going to be easy for AM in this round. It shouldn't be, based on what we've seen so far in this series. CYBERSHOKE, everybody walking up this party area. QB. He's got the whole team on the other side of that smoke. QB's going to grab one. He's got to fall back though now. They're going to try to run up on him. QB's going to grab another, but it's going to cost him. So 4v2 now. AK recovered for those T's. But now, yeah, the defenders, there's 3 of them over here. Alpha just trying to dry peek with that AK. Spots out the shoulder, but can't find the shots though, as Miltsy grabs those last 2 and brings his team within just 1 round now. This 9-round lead has been turned into just 1 round difference. Incredible comeback from AM here. I know I said, yeah, AM Gaming winning 2-1, not at all likely, but now it's really looking possible. Lumi wanted that fast peek over at Fountain. He spots him out, but neither shot can land. Miltsy finds the opener over on that B site. And that was the 1T over on B. Now QB, scared of connector, he does pick up Blixie. So 2-man advantage for AM now. You've got some of these T's moving up long. Meanwhile, it looks like Alpha had to run back and grab the bomb. Don't want to aggress too far without that. Some smokes being exchanged over on A. QB is still in that connector, but he's smoked out for the time being, so he can't backstab them quite yet. But yeah, CYBERSHOKE, they get closer and closer to this A site. And now we can see the rotate coming off B. QB. His position's so critical here, he's got to stay alive so that they can't rotate out over towards B. Looks like, yeah, CYBERSHOKE not at all interested in that as they start throwing those A grenades out, trying to run up on site. They don't spot that M4 over at truck, so Lumi grabs one. Keto can't do anything there, but Altex picks him up, and then QB, that con player, from behind, grabbing that last kill. So, man, what the fuck? This map was in favor of CYBERSHOKE 11-2. Now we're looking at 11-11. A 9-round comeback for AM Gaming on this second half. This was an absolute stomp. And now this map is going all 24 rounds. CYBERSHOKE on this Tech 9 buy. All 5 T's over here at B. And that nade gonna do a huge chunk of damage. Flash comes in for Keto. He grabs 2. It's messy. He's going to grab the third. That's all he's going to get, though, as these last two T's are spotted out. Glowing, going to catch that HE. So, like, okay, yeah, good news, you got an M4, but it cost you half your HP. And now Fluffy, going to take heavy damage, too. Glowing does find one out monster. Now his shadow spotted. He's going to go down. Now Fluffy, 5 HP is not enough for him to work with. So AM down by 9 rounds. They are now sitting on map point. And we've got a tech timeout coming in. An absolutely phenomenal comeback from them. Really hoping this doesn't go OT. Really hoping they're just able to win it out here. Tech timeout over. As that freeze time just starts ticking down. As we are going to be moving into round 24 here. The last round of regulation. Are we going to be moving over to Dust 2, or are we going to be moving into overtime? CYBERSHOKE, early interest in over towards B. Fluffy, he's going aggressive with this op. He's not ready for Keto, though. So that opening kill given over to AM Gaming. And now we do hear some ticks in chat. CYBERSHOKE is just dicking around in T-spawn. I wonder if something did happen, but like damage had already been exchanged. So if there was a tech issue or something, like this is a live round. This can't be undone. So yeah, I don't know what messages might have been said in chat, but yeah, if it is a tech issue, nothing can be done about it. As CYBERSHOKE, they recollect over towards bathroom. QB, gotta get found out. Now these nades coming in with 30 seconds left. AM makes the rotate. So yeah, 3 defenders up on this A side, 1 on the flank. All tax is getting burned out. These trades, it's 2-2. Now it's just Keto on this flank. He does get spotted out, so 10 seconds left. It's going to be a tough position for him as that bomb goes down on truck. He can't contest it. Does get closer though. He's scared that they're in this corner. Come on, Keto, you should hear him. Keto grabs the kill. Keto! Oh. Gets the first one, but Alpha, good reposition there. Swings out a bit too far, so CYBERSHOKE finally gonna win a round. And okay, yeah, we do get the tech timeout coming out. So yeah, looks like something happened in the last round, but yeah, given that damage had already been done, the kill had already been found, nothing could be done about it at that point in the round. It's actually Miltsy to drop out of the game. Huh, I thought the issue would have been with CYBERSHOKE. Actually, wait. Okay. Dang. I was gonna say, like, yeah, okay, if the tech was on, if that was on CYBERSHOKE, then yeah, very impressive for them to win the round there, but given that it's on Miltsy, gotta wonder how that round would have turned out if there was no issue. But again, can't be undone. So we are going to be going into OT here whenever Miltsy does get back in the game. Man. Yes, we are. We are cursed to watch more. Both T sides on this map just absolutely abysmal. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Looks like that over on the AM side right now. QB, top performer for them. Keto and Lumi also having very good games. So is Altex. Meanwhile, on CYBERSHOKE, it is Glowing leading their team. Mokujin having a good game as well. But yeah, Fluffy, Blixie, and Alpha having kind of a rough time over on this overpass. But alright, Miltsy's back in. Timer expired, so we are going to be getting into the first round of OT here. AM still on that CT CYBERSHOKE on T. Lumi taking this fountain peak, and it's going to be QB to get the opener there. Early advantage for those defenders. The downside though is that they have given up this con control here, so Blixie is going to go ahead and grab that. Meanwhile, Keto does find another one over on B. Miltsy as well. So very quick, very easy 5v2 now for AM. Now just Blixie all by himself. Does get one kill, but instantly traded out. That amounts to nothing. AM. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. They were down 11-2. Now they do have the lead in this map. Winning 11 of the last 12 rounds here. CYBERSHOKE just barely able to bring it over to overtime. But AM absolutely steamrolling right now. Fluffy trying to find an early pick, early aggression on B. Timing doesn't work out for him. Blixie grabs one right before the flash, and now Mokujin grabs one as well. Miltsy is still here though. Alpha is going to take him down, but also his teammate. So keeping this round within grasp for AM, especially after Lumi grabs one. But now Altex is all alone in sight. Alpha gonna find him. So now the 1v1. The op versus the AK. Lumi decides to pull out, decides he wants heaven. Fakes the plant behind the wood. Lumi not gonna fall for it as that second one comes out. Now Alpha. Is Alpha afraid? Yeah, Alpha's afraid of the rotate that he went all the way to con. But Lumi still over here at B. Alpha, no idea where this defender might have gone at this point. And that fake tells Lumi that, yeah, hey, he's still over here towards B. Flash comes out. Alpha jumps over to sandbags. They spot each other out. Neither connect the shots. Fake. And Lumi. Alpha, he faked it like 3 times that round. Lumi, it only takes him one fake to get the peak. So gonna be AM winning yet another 12 of the last 13 rounds now. And with that start, yeah, that was absolutely a round CyberShoke should have been winning. They get those two openers. I forget who it was. I think it was Miltsy. Miltsy grabs a kill, but then one of the CyberShoke players takes him down. Also takes their teammate down. So the team kill doing big work there. As we move into the last round of the first half of OT. AM aggressing up Monster. They've made it through Monster. They see there's no one here at this B site. Now QB just looking to fall back as Keto pushes further into T-spawn. So AM, they should have this round red right here. And Keto is right behind him. He's going to be walking around this fountain. Hopefully grabbing one kill, maybe two, and falling back. Keto, he spots it out. He sees the whole play. Grabs just one kill. But he distracts while QB finds one as well. And now, advantage for AM here. Lumi taking these fights. Last player in bathrooms. He's heard. And Lumi. Alpha, he tries playing with him, tries jumping over the divider, bait out the shot, but Lumi, just too good. He's not missing. And now AM, again, standing up on map point. They've got 3 map points to close out this just overpass, man. 11-2. AM. They took their first 2 timeouts very early in this map. And now they finally use their last one. They want to just tap in this win. Man, this is like the definition of a sold map, a sold game. I haven't been streaming long, but I feel like we've already seen like some crazy comebacks, like, you know, coming back from, you know, down 7 rounds, down 8 rounds, but man, down 9 rounds. This is the biggest comeback we have seen thus far. AM. They need just one more round. Just 5 kills to close out Overpass and then bring this into Dust 2. Just 5 kills. That's all they need. CyberShoke giving them a lot of control of this map. AM already up bathrooms without any sort of contention, and now Glowing tries to peek long. It costs him his life as Keto finds one elsewhere. Alpha, just the one player on this B site, or A site, hiding over at truck. But now it's going to be AM pushing up. Miltsy grabs him. Mokujin tries to be the hero, pushes out, and now it's just Blixie all on his own. 1v4 is what he's going to have to pull off if he doesn't want to let his team throw away this map. It's going to be so hard for him. With bomb planted over at Dice and all of the AM players over here. He's going to grab one, but he's going to walk right into the op of Lumi. So it is going to be AM winning Overpass. They were down 10-2 at the half. They lose pistol round 11-2. They win the 4-spy, and then they just start steamrolling. Literally 11-2. at the stats. I mean, both these teams have a 57% win rate. AM out of 21 maps, CYBERSHOKE out of 23 maps, so this does too. This is stat-wise Alright, welcome back in, guys. I missed the pistol round. I think AM won the knife. And then, yeah, picking the CT side. Clearly they won the pistol round, but... Okay, we're just jumping in right into round 2 here. CYBERSHOKE. Time running low. Over here in these B tons, they're going to have to make this push out. Glowing pushes out a cap. That distracts those B players now, so QB... He was low, but he's going to go down. Keto is going to grab one before he falls himself. So now we've got this 2v2 here. Fluffy trying to hit the head, but he can't quite get it. Lumi goes down, and now just Miltsy. M4 versus M4. Going to tap the bomb. Going to make it interesting for Blixie. Miltsy doesn't have a kit to work with. Miltsy gets the first damage, but Blixie is the one in the end to get the kill. So CYBERSHOKE losing the pistol, but then winning that force buy in the second round here. Looks like we've got a tech timeout, so I'm gonna step out super quick, get myself a beverage. Yeah. Round number 3 here. The B push coming out, but Keto with the 5-7 gonna get a huge 3K. Lumi with his 5-7 of his own gonna find 2 kills and wrap it up there. So CYBERSHOKE in the last round winning a round that they should not have been winning, and now AM Gaming, they return the favor. Massive 3K out of Keto and Lumi to clean it up there. Going back and forth. And I know we mentioned it like right before the map break, but these teams have the exact same win percent on Dust 2. So this is really a 50-50 game. This is a total toss-up right here. Alpha grabs one, but the CTs bring it back. Keto lobs that over. Mokujin catches it, so now just Fluffy all on his own with this scout. And yeah, bad news for CYBERSHOKE is that yeah, they forced into this round. So CYBERSHOKE gonna be losing this one unless Fluffy can pull off something heroic, and then they're gonna have to actually save in this coming round. So AM moving on to their third here. And yeah, just 2,000 on those T players, nothing for them to work with. QB quickly in towards those lower tons. CyberShoke on these full Glocks here. So QB should get a few, especially with the help of that nade. Gonna grab 4 with that MP7. Last player on top mid, Keto. Not gonna let QB get the ace. He's gonna get that kill for himself, which honestly might have been the better play, because QB, yeah, I'm sure he would have loved to get that ace, but all that fighting left him with just 7 HP, so him peeking out might have taken him down. Dude, it would be hilarious. I do want AM to win. That's who I wanted to win coming into this series. Someone said in chat earlier, AM winning 2-1, which, yeah, I said, yeah, not to be a pessimist, but I don't think that's happening. But that might be exactly what's happening now. And yeah, they said AM winning 2-1 when they were getting just stomped on Overpass. But yeah, very likely at this point. I say that, and now it's just Miltsy in a 1v5. So yeah, he's not very likely to win the round here. Honestly, probably not even likely to survive this round. Blixie spots him out, so yep, everybody gonna just be charging him down. Miltsy does grab 1, but it's just the one before he falls. Loses that rifle. He'll still have plenty to buy into the next round, though. And then, quick refresher for how the bracket is looking right now. Whoever wins this game, they are going to go on to play the winner of Nemiga versus INOX Division, which that series right now is on a map 3 as well, with INOX winning 6-5 at the moment. So yeah, winner here. Okay, CyberShoke gets some kills for all techs, does his best to keep it even, and so yeah, we're gonna be looking at a 3-on-3 here. Alpha doesn't push out after getting that kill back. His teammates do move all the way over into tons. So yeah, do they want to finish B or do they want to stay at mid? But yeah, Keto, that B player, decides, yeah, he wants to walk up. The Lumi, this Opper, gonna grab it back as the T's are pushing out now, but Blix hiding behind that pillar just enough. He can't get seen. You can't see Lumi though, so now just Miltsy, again, the last one alive. He's walking over here. Doesn't have a kit to work with, so gonna be kind of tough for him to not just get into this site, but get in with enough time to actually retake it. Does have that molly. If he only knew, he could toss that towards the car. Let's see. Player right underneath him. Not gonna guess it. He's gonna get taken out. So CyberShoke on their 3rd. AM. Money in a tough spot. Gonna be opting for just those 5-7s. Except for the Opper, who's not gonna buy in anything here. Lumi gonna be found out. Keto does grab 2 with the 5-7. Wow. Like, okay, the 1, but the dude, that second was just instant. So yeah, dude, just again, massive work with Keto's 5-7. As yeah, these other CTs want to move up towards long. CyberShoke is going to pull out, but with those kills, yeah, that does mean that there's guns dropped in long, but the CT's not going to fully aggress up. Altex going to spot them out towards mid now. And they're going to be running up. Meanwhile, QB's ran over to pit. He's picked up that op. And even though Altex can't get the kill, he's done massive work with his own 5-7. Going into QB's op, but he is not an opper. QB had 3 great opportunities, can't hit a single one with that op. That's rough. That's rough. CyberShoke tying it up at 4 here. But yeah, AM back on these rifles. Lumi, importantly, with that op. Not really anybody watching mid for AM. Lumi does come up cat, but comes up so slow that, yeah, Glowing is already here. Gets the opener. Spots the ramp player. Tosses him a good nade. QB not looking the right way. Altex does grab 2 back, but still going to be the advantage for the T's here as B site is lost. Miltzy doing his best. Massive damage exchange on Mokujin, but now it's just Keto by himself. 60 HP. But these T's, they are low as well. Keto repositioning over towards B tons. It doesn't seem like they suspect it yet. So Keto, he's got a good opportunity here. Both in sight, but other player right under window. Yeah, Keto not going to expect it, and you can't blame him for not expecting it. As Blixie gets that last kill. Putting CyberShoke in the lead as they get 4 rounds in a row. The timeout coming out for AM. AM going for the same buy they had a few rounds ago. 5-7's on everybody except Lumi, the opper. He's got to be saving. Oh, yeah. Spectator, please watch Keto this round. He's done massive work with these 5-7s thus far. See if he can do it again in this round. Blixie brought down to half by that nade. Keto spots him through the doors. A little bit more damage exchange, but he falls back. Because yeah, not a favorable position for them. But now CyberShoke, after that smoke fades, they're going to aggress towards long here. But that is where AM have these 3 players primed. These 5-7s. Keto gets close. He wants to move in. The flash comes through. He gets just 1 kill. Now the flash is exchanged. These T's are going to pull out. Alpha caught with his pants down. So now the favor moves over to AM as these T's push in towards B. There's just 1 player here though. And in this position, with that 5-7 at the long range fight, that's going to be a tough position for QB over there as bomb goes down. Yeah, QB can't make it happen, but Altex does grab 1. But now all the kills coming out for CyberShoke here. As just Lumi left. can't get anything done. So it looks very dicey for CYBERSHOKE there, but they are still going to take the round. Yep, 5 in a row for them now. But AM, they have again got the money. They have again got the M4s. In this round though, decide to put the op of Lumi over on mid. That smoke does come out so he doesn't spot the rotate over to Xbox. 3 T's up on these long doors though. Miltsy, he's got a tough task in front of him. He's gonna grab one. Damage exchange on the second, but the reload doesn't finish in time. So Miltsy is gonna fall. But now CYBERSHOKE, they've got these 2 players on long, 2 players on cat. The op is on car. Gonna get one of those long players. But now the push is coming out of cat too. Lumi grabs a second. He grabs a third. Great work coming out of this op on the A defense. Leaving Mokujin all by himself now. Down at half health. He's just going to walk out of here. And with bomb dropped over on long, this is a lost round for them. So AM finding another rifle round finally. I want to check the odds. All techs. In CT. Gonna grab that kill. Yeah, the odds here still in favor of CYBERSHOKE. About 1.5 for them, about 2.5 for AM. As we move into the last round of the first half here. Full buys on both sides. This op already posted up on cat. But with that smoke going down on hinges, just gonna fall back. Keto tosses that nade out. Good damage onto glowing. These T's gonna be moving up towards catwalk, but time's ticking down now. 40 seconds. And Keto, he's kind of running away from this. Now Lumi, just that one player actually on the site, the op, gonna get a kill. But these players are so close to him. He's gonna have to hit all his shots or else he's basically a dead man. Fluffy grabs one, but yeah, Lumi goes down. The trade stay 2 for 2 but though, so favor still AM, and now with those last 2 kills, it's going to be brought back to a 6-6 half. Brought back to an even game here as we flip over to that second half. CYBERSHOKE now on the defending side, AM on the T side here. As time ticks down. The hinge smoke comes out as AM all collected here towards mid. CT's not going to see them just walking up here towards that cat. Only two players, two defenders over towards long. Fluffy waiting for the cross, but that other defender is over in pit. AM, they drop two down, while Fluffy, he just falls back. The dualies at long range don't work out, so Altex and Miltsy bring it in their favor as bomb goes down on A. That nade does some good damage. Doesn't find the kill though. As these CTs, they creep up, but these Ts, they're in good positions. QB grabs one. Now just Fluffy and Blixie. No kit. Time. Too low now. No time to defuse. As AM take the lead back with that pistol round win. 7-6. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Super quick. Yep, as expected, Keto leading his team and the server. 12 kills on him, 106 ADR. Miltsy behind him. Meanwhile, on CYBERSHOKE, Alpha is kind of definitely weighing his team down. But yeah, CYBERSHOKE within this round on this force buy here, stacked up towards A. Keto goes down to the moving Deeg of Alpha. So yeah, if you're on CYBERSHOKE, that's exactly the player you want to take down right now. Miltsy, second best player on AM right now, returns the kill. Now, AM, not that they could know, but looks like they're moving up over towards the more difficult site right now. CYBERSHOKE stacked up with 3. That scout on long. They could have just ran into B side. It would have been basically free, but 30 seconds left. AM are committing to this. Goose does get mollied out. The player doesn't get spotted though, and now with that smoke sitting right in front of them with 20 seconds left, this is gonna get ugly. Glowing does grab one. Mokujin coming on over from B, but that scout is still on long as bomb goes down. So a 2v3 retake here. Fluffy does grab one with that scout. And now Lumi close to both players. He's low though. Altex from Get Right gonna win the fight, but now it's all in front of Fluffy. He's trying to go for these wall bangs, go for the quick scope. The bullets don't land though. So looking a bit risque for AM Gaming, but they do pull it out in the end. Get themselves on 8. And again, having 4 spot in that last round, CYBERSHOKE, they don't have the money for anything good here. They're just going to have to save and hope that they can buy in the next one. Glowing spots Keto down towards Sui and takes him out. A deagle shot basically across the whole map. How can AM even win? Man, I have no idea. Because map 2, Overpass, CYBERSHOKE had an 11-2 lead. And they could close it out. 11-2 lead, and AM made the comeback into OT and won 16-12. AM pulled off, you know, one of the biggest comebacks you could possibly have in CS2. I have no idea how the hell they did it. CYBERSHOKE was kind of selling, but still AM. Like, and a comeback that big, yeah, part of it is on the team for selling the game, but it's also, you know, credit to the other team for actually pulling it off while they're selling, you know. So how can AM win? Dude, I have no fucking idea. Alpha has moved up a little bit towards Xbox, so once they figure out these T's are on Cat, he could be able to jump up super quick. Blixie grabs one with the Deagle, and Fluffy finds the headshot with the Scout. Alpha right behind him, can't grab the kill. Neither can Glowing. Both do damage though. CYBERSHOKE win the force round there. That's a tough one for AM. No, I haven't placed a bet. I'm not a betting man. Coming into this game, CYBERSHOKE was definitely the favorite, but coming into this, I do want AM to win. I do like the players on AM. So it wouldn't be surprising if CYBERSHOKE win, but still, they're not the team I'd like to see win. Blixie in towards that pit, takes out Miltsy, but there's still 3 players close to him. He's going to be able to grab a second. But now we're sitting in 3-on-3 until, yeah, Mokujin runs up Cat, and now it's just these 2 players on long. Meanwhile, all of CYBERSHOKE is on Cat or in CT. And these T's just gonna get tapped down until that nade flies in, blows up all techs, and CYBERSHOKE have tied this game back up 8-8. And we are gonna be getting a tech timeout here. And then taking a look at the rest of the BC Game Masters, how that's going. Because the winner of this match here between CYBERSHOKE and AM, they are going to be moving on to the semifinals, where they will be playing the winner of Nemiga and INOX Division tomorrow. And Nemiga versus INOX right now, they are on map 3. And it looks like Nemiga just won a round, so they are all tied up 11-11 on map 3. So that game is coming down to a wire, and looks like this one might be doing the same thing. And yeah, the winners will square off tomorrow in those semifinals. Yeah, I do see you on that perspective, man. I mean, I do enjoy Counter-Strike. I do enjoy hockey. Those are sports I can watch and just generally enjoy whenever. You know, same thing with American football. So it's like I can enjoy those from just watching it. So, like in that perspective, I see, you know, placing bets as, I guess, more of like an amplifier, you know? Like to get yourself even more invested in the game. And, you know, like if I'm placing a hockey bet or something, like I'll seldom actually do like a money line bet. I'll actually just like always bet, you know, some sort of over, you know, because like I heard it long ago that, you know, if you're watching a sport or something and you're kind of always just betting the over, then it's kind of just like you can, I mean, it doesn't exactly work with Counter-Strike, but because obviously, you know, you need, you know, 13 rounds to win. But yeah, in a sport, be it, American football, actual football, hockey, baseball, whatever, like if you're always betting on the over, then it's really like you can just cheer anytime, a point is scored. So yeah, I see bets as, I guess, like an amplifier, because I can enjoy them anyway. Yeah, man, I kind of hate that I have to post comments on HLTV, because I do want to. The goal is to get the channel listed on the HLTV match page. I contacted HLTV like 2 weeks ago about getting listed on there, and I never got any response. And they said to, they say on there to, not, recontact them within 4 weeks. So, I don't want to reach out to them again until it's been 4 weeks, but they never responded, and now it's kind of just like I feel a little bit annoyed, because I have seen, I've seen, Twitch streamers that are listed on the HLTV pages that, have like, I don't know, 200 followers or something. So I feel like a little bit, I guess, blighted that, like, okay, why to... Oh, 2 for 2 trades coming out. But I don't know, man, it's just a little bit annoying, feels a little bit weird that, okay, yeah, this, Twitch streamer getting, 3 viewers or whatever, 200 followers, whatever. Yeah, let's get them listed on HLTV, but I'm out here, I'm doing my best. Subscribers and all that are all vanity metrics, honestly, but I don't know. Just getting no response is annoying. Anyway, I've been talking. I've not been watching this round. We've got the one-on-one now between Mokujin and Miltzy. Huge round here, actually, as AM Gaming, they've got very little money. But Mokujin just going to be able to walk up. Mokujin. Going to grab him easily. I know it'll get listed eventually. It's just kind of annoying, because they say to not contact them again if it's within 4 weeks, and so again, I just feel like I'm just kind of waiting now so that I don't spam them. And yeah, the stream is monetized. So like, the ads that show on screen now, like I have perms. I have perms for the clean feed. That's how, we have the clean feed here. So we're all good on that. But interesting, though, is that, like once the stream ends, and like a few hours after the stream ends, YouTube, they run all their copyright checks and all that. And, of course, it's going to pick up, the music that they play in between maps, which I always thought that music that they use, has, like I always thought it was, like no copyright or fair use or something like that, but it turns out that tournament organizers, they just use copywritten music. So it's very interesting that a few hours after you end the stream, everything basically gets copywritten and ineligible for monetization. That was news to me, but basically what I'm trying to say is that YouTube streams like this, or I guess just any streams at all, they make money while they're live, while ads are running, but then after the stream is over, after all of that copyright stuff gets detected, it's like, if people watch those replays, like that doesn't earn them any money. In this round here, AM just on the eco, gonna lose 2 already, and they're gonna get smoked out tons. Not getting anything done in this round here. Alpha gonna grab one and spot out the other two. And those last two AM players gonna get cleaned up. So CYBERSHOKE sitting on 11 now, very, very close to victory with that 3-round lead. Still very possible for AM though. We have seen them pull off crazier comebacks. Last map, for example, the big example. Lumi posted up in Sui, spots the cross but can't. Doesn't pull the trigger though. So AM right now posted up outside those long doors like they're interested in it, but now there's Fluffy on this op. He's on the off angle. No way Lumi expects it. He doesn't. Fluffy gets the opener. QB just gonna be falling back now as AM maybe a bit confused as to where they go from now. So yeah, they're all posted up on Cat now, but with that op at long, they know that op is still gonna be over there. And there's already two other defenders over here on this A-site catwalk area. Altex is gonna get the opener. They spot the other on boxes, but there's still that op at long. QB does find the kill though, and now Keto jumps down into CT. He's gonna grab two. So just that op of Fluffy, the first to get the kill in the round, but now last alive on that CT side. He's just gonna run away. He's just gonna hold on to this. They'll still be able to buy in the next one. But given how expensive that op is, yeah, you don't want to be just tossing that away. But now Keto spots him out. Fluffy can't hit the shot. Keto is able to though, so gonna be taking down that op regardless and picking it up so that Lumi doesn't have to buy that expensive thing himself in this round. Meanwhile, that other series we had going on, Nemiga versus INOX Division. Looks like Nemiga, I mean it was tied up at 11-11. Nemiga won the last two, so they win the series. So whoever wins here between AM and CYBERSHOKE will be playing Nemiga tomorrow. Fluffy again getting the opener with that op. And also the second through that smoke on mid doors. Before he falls back, Miltsy walks out the smoke unexpectedly. And that CT smoke goes down. So now CYBERSHOKE, they're going to be scared that this is the B split here. But it's not going to be, at least not yet. As AM is still spread out across the map. Keto is walking over through mid doors. And Glowing. Gonna wait for Annie Moore to follow him, but Keto all by himself there. So now just Altex and Miltsy. Not very likely to win this one, so I mean they still throw the nades over. They still want to go for this, even though it would probably be best just to save. Trades go 1-1. Miltsy all by himself. He's got to pull off the 1v3 if he wants to keep CYBERSHOKE off match point. Starts to put the bomb down, but now everybody just running through those doors. Miltsy is going to fall to Fluffy. So again, massive work out of Fluffy to put his team up on 12. Put his team up on map point, on series point. Good news for AM though is that they do at least have the full buy here. this might be the end of the road. Lumi pulls the trigger too early, so he finds nothing with that op. Miltsy walks just under, but there's glowing here in these lower tons. Miltsy, he's not expecting it. So free kill for glowing here. And now AM, they are going to be interested in long, but that's where the op has rotated over to. The trades come out, but it's all in the favor of CYBERSHOKE. Blixie finds another, now just Keto all alone at long, and Blixie is going to find him. Take out Keto. It's going to be CYBERSHOKE taking Dust 2, 13-9. Therefore, taking the series in this quarterfinal match. They are going to be moving on to the semifinals, where they will be playing Nemiga tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be the conclusion of the BC Game Masters. We're going to have both those semifinal matches, Nemiga versus CYBERSHOKE, and then on the other side, we're going to have Nuclear Tigers versus Walchaki. Winners of those naturally going into the grand final, which is also going to be immediately after that. So those 4 teams going to be competing for that first place, where grand prize is going to be $22,000. Man, that's a bit loud. But yeah, here we've got the summary of today's results. Yeah, Nuclear Tigers upsetting Alliance 2-0. Meanwhile, yeah, Walchaki beating Bet M 2-1. That score it has right there for Nemiga and INOX division, not correct, because yeah, Nemiga, they did take that series 2-1, and we just saw right there CYBERSHOKE beating AM 2-1. Then have a good day, night, whatever, wherever you are. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.